Libra, hi. My lovely Librans, how are we doing? The Awakened Dreamer here, just cleansing the energy from the previous reading, which I will relight, but we're here to do a weekly reading for you, weekly tarot reading for the week of February 8th to the 14th, 2021, aka the second week of February. Now, keep in mind, my loves, general reading for the sign of Libra, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and check out your other placements for more messages. But don't forget, as always, you know what to do. Like this video, leave me a comment, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget that little notification bell. Woo, we are truly cleansing the energy. When meditating on your energy overall for the week, the message that came through from Spirit was not accepting anything less. Not accepting anything less, Libra. Interesting. Knowing your worth, I feel. And then when shuffling for a song to speak upon the week, Spirit chose Good Morning by Chamillionaire. I honestly haven't heard this song in forever. And when it popped up, I had to go through the lyrics for you. I was like, oh wow, I never actually looked at the lyrics of the song before. And the one big line or lines that stood out was, I want to show all of my haters love. If this song's for you, if you had it like me and I was in your shoes, I'd probably hate on me too. See, when you're getting big cash stacks, all the haters hate that because they hate to see you be successful. Wow. I don't know what you're doing, Libra, whether it's just you changing your life for the better, having a new sense of confidence and way of being, or you just succeeding at whatever you throw yourself into this week and previously, is creating a sense of some haters around you or in your midst. And you know what? It doesn't seem to affect you. It seems like you're trying to approach it in a beautiful, positive way, trying to show them some love, trying to remind them like, damn, I would be jealous if I were you too. You know? I almost see you kind of looking at yourself in the mirror while you think this. Get it? All right, we've cleansed enough. Let's start by pulling a message or two from the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle deck for our lovely Librans to begin this weekly read for the 8th to the 14th of February. And keep in mind, guys, I'm a Leo, Libra, if you're new to this channel, so your reading's on point for me. Resonating. I don't know why I said it like that. All right. Love it. And I'm not going to read it, but we have Empower Yourself at the bottom of the deck. Just saying. Feels like you're doing just that. Total submersion. Don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy, and you'll find what your life has been lacking. It's like I don't really need to tell you, Libra, to throw yourself fully into something because you do dedicate yourself 1000% to what you work on. But they're saying, don't let your dedication to what you're working on now or what you have been for a while to keep you from throwing yourself fully into something new that may approach or come into your life this week or in the previous week. There's a sense that when you do so, when you kind of block out everything else that's around you and sort of just wrap yourself up in that new project and that new business or even the one you're working on currently or have been for a while, you find what your life has been missing. You'll find that missing piece of the puzzle, if you will. Wow. The gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life, my friend, behind the scenes, even if you don't realize it. Certain people, places, and situations that have gone recently and will continue to do so moving forward are all too kind of, you got to remember, Spirit sees things behind the scenes with certain people or situations that you don't. And so they have your back in that sense. And they may not always clarify exactly what they saw, you know, for the better of your situation, your mental state, but just keep in mind that these changes and these things that are happening for you, regardless of how they feel in the moment, are for this new sense of balance and neutrality in your life. Because you haven't had that for a while, have you? Things have been all over the place. We'll get ready for that to change, my friends. Let's continue by pulling 7 tarot cards, one for each day of the upcoming week. Our lovely Libras. Thank you, Spirit. You might just feel like even though you have a lot going on and several people to interact with this week, several things to accomplish, it's like you're in your own world. I kind of felt that way with Sag's reading too. Anyways, ooh, did you see that? Yeah, lots of emotion. Keep them coming for Libra. Interesting. Okay, we're going to pull the last 3 from the top of the deck. Thank you for your patience, my loves, my friends. 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Definitely a week where you are thinking about and planning for your future. But with more passion, it feels like less of you sort of longing for a new life, for new changes, and more so feeling hopeful, getting ready, planning, like I was saying. And I feel the need to show it. Lovers. There's a new sense of love coming into, a healthy sort of love coming into Libra's life. There may be a focus on love somehow this week, whether it's past loved ones, popping back up, or you sort of just thinking about your connections in your life at this time, or lack of which. Okay. 10 of Wands to begin. I can already tell you right off the bat for them. Actually, we're not going to say that. 10 of Wands. So Libra, you start off the week on Monday feeling like there's a lack of color in your life. You know, maybe you're just simply bored with what you've been working on, or you just don't like where you live, or your job is, ooh, you might stutter. Did you hear that? Your job just might not be fulfilling. It may not be something you're passionate about. It may feel more just like an obligation. And Spirit's saying we understand that, and understand that what you, I feel like I've said this several times, but understand that what you're working on is opening up doors for new opportunities, new experiences. For a lot of you, just a new business opportunity. And being side by side with this total submersion card, excuse me. You're going to want to throw yourself fully once again into this new project, business, hobby, whatever it may be for you, because once again, feels like you'll figure out what you've been lacking. You know, what's been keeping you from feeling this sense of color, this sense of excitement, this passion in your life. I think you'll figure it out real quick, but then we have the Moon card. It feels like for some of you, as you're sort of trying to figure out what's lacking, moving towards bigger and better things, you're leaving certain people and situations behind. And whether this happened in the previous week or will happen in this week, you know, you sort of letting certain people and situations go, it leaves you a bit emotional. It feels like for some of you, you're drowning in the amount of work you have. You're just that good at what you do. Try not to let your emotions get the best of you at this point in the week. And keep in mind, once again, there's a new sense of balance coming for you. And then interestingly enough, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. And so you make your way to Wednesday and you're not feeling anxious. It feels like whatever has been affecting you recently, getting the best of your nervous system and making you on edge or want to kind of explode for whatever reason, doesn't have power over you anymore. It doesn't get to you the way it used to because of your newfound perspective, because you have been letting go of certain burdens. And it's almost like you it wasn't as easy to, how do I put this? To react in a common, collected way, or to not let it to get the best of you. These irritations, these people, the situation, whatever it may be for you. It wasn't as easy to keep it from affecting you because you had other burdens or other situations, other blockages and stresses. Do you see what I'm saying? So the more you kind of deal with other ones, this irritation or this annoyance, one big one I feel, doesn't get to you as much anymore. Wow. And you've kind of, at this point in the week as well, come to terms with these emotions, with you just being amazing at what you do. If it comes to going back to the part about you being drowned in your work. Ooh, that was a mouthful. Let's just all take a deep breath. But it's interesting because it all leads up to the Sun card. Leo energy. Some of you might have Leo in your chart or be dealing with one, but you make your way to Thursday and you're feeling really good, feeling happy, feeling content, feeling like you're finally making your way to or just completed something where things have been a bit stagnant, a bit stale recently. Once again. And then, so it just feels like when it comes to Thursday, you're going to be bouncing down the street. You're going to be truly happy. And it feels like you have this new sense of worth where, once again, going back to the overall message, you're not accepting anything less than you deserve. You're not accepting people, places, situations that are going to be anywhere similar to what you've dealt with in the past, that are going to potentially strip away that inner peace or that passion, or, you know, just simply that fire and motivation to plan in a hopeful way for your future. You've made so much progress recently, Libra, with yourself on an internal level, on a soul level, you know, recovering and doing some healing from all the difficulties in the past. And so it's understanding that you're like, I'm not accepting anything less than what I deserve, period. And people have something to say about it. I don't see Libra caring in any way, shape, or form. Putting your own opinion, your own needs in front of others for once. Wow. But being shown directly that it just leaves you that much happier in the end when you think about you. And it's because you're a leader, my friend. You were meant to help people. You're meant to make a difference in this world. And how do you expect to do that if you don't make choices out of respect for your own happiness, your own contentment in life, your own peace? You're not going to be in a good mental space to help those other people. But interestingly put that, that came out. We move on to the Nine of Swords. Wow, I really feel like you're going to be stumbling on your words this week, even though you have to talk to a lot of people. Nine of Swords. So you make your way to Friday and you're feeling a bit emotional. So your mind is going to be racing. It's like you can't get something out of your mind, whether it's you're overthinking certain changes or decisions, or you're stressing about your future. It might just, it's aligned with the Ten of Wands. And they're saying that when you find yourself struggling to sleep around this time of the week, when you find yourself overthinking, you can't stop your mind. Remember that this is part of the reason that your color, that color has been lacking in your life, that things have been a bit stagnant or stale. You know, we can continuously talk about other people and situations and how they need to be removed as, you know, being certain blockages between you and your success and your dreams and goals. But we also are responsible for our own mental habits and how those do end up becoming a blockage if we don't sort of do what we need to do. And you, Libra, you need to remember that when you overthink, when you keep yourself from sleeping, it's going to cause certain negative it's not going to cause anything positive in your life. It's not going to be beneficial. I'm so sorry that was a struggle, but just do what you can at this point to meditate, clear your mind, in order to get some sleep at this point in the week, and to remember that things are improving. You don't need to stress, and whatever's leaving your life, it's meant to be. It's a blessing in disguise, my love. Okay? And the Nine of Swords is side by side with neutrality, the gift of neutrality. And this is a true reminder where you'll be reminded in one way, shape, or form throughout this Friday that there is a sense of balance coming back into your life. But you have to be one with that and kind of work on your own habits once again to not get in the way of this gift from the universe, from spirit, a new sense of balance once again. And we're moving on to the Magician card. So you make your way to begin the weekend on Saturday and you're in a much better mindset. You do what you need to do on Friday to kind of get out between that and Saturday to get yourself out of that mental funk, or spirit in the universe helps you in some way, shape, or form, but you're left manifesting like a boss, like a Libra. You end up, you know, manifesting something small that you wouldn't have expected. And it just kind of reminds you or proves to you how powerful your thoughts are, where you can either use it in a negative way, keeping you from getting sleep and stressing you out, or you can utilize it to manifest, to co-create what you desire in this lifetime. You choose. And I think you'll choose right. And it's aligned with the Moon card, and they're saying, once again, if you feel stressed out, if you feel overwhelmed, if you drown yourself in your own emotions and thoughts or allow that to happen, it's going to be that much harder to manifest. And at this time, Spirit needs you, Libra, to be in this manifestation mindset, aka keeping things positive, you know? It's great that you have this sort of sense of self-worth and whatnot these days moving forward. It's amazing. But if you don't work on these emotions and kind of the way your mind unravels at times or keeps going, you're going to get in the way of these amazing forms of abundance that you can transpire in your own life, can co-create once again. The Empress. And so you make your way to finish up the week on Sunday, and it feels like you're giving birth to a new life. For some of you, it's you just giving birth to a new job, a new business, or maybe a new relationship. Or Libra, it could just be all of which. You could literally just feel like you're giving birth to a new everything as you, it's like you breathe in the new and you exhale the old. I kind of feel like it should be reversed as you sort of need to make room for the new, but you get the point. Nothing but love and success on the horizon for Libras. And it's interesting because this Empress card is aligned with the Page of Wands in reverse. And they're saying you will be honestly surprised that when you start to give birth to these new and exciting projects in areas of your life, or even just your new life as a whole, it's not going to make you feel anxious. You're not going to be as stressed about it. It's like you will either be so wrapped up in whatever's happening that you won't have time or, you know, that extra space to mentally just be stressing over things and how they're going to unravel. Or you simply just be so aligned with what's happening, with some of these changes, with where you're heading, that it's like, wow, this just feels right. It feels good. And you know, when something doesn't make you feel overly anxious, or it makes you feel that sense of peace and contentment while feeling passionate about what you're doing, you're on the right path, Libra. Okay? Someone needed to hear that. And I know you've been dealing with a lot of anxiety recently, so just the fact that this comes up in reverse once again throughout the week, amazing. So be so proud of yourself for this, because you're not letting something get the best of you, or you're simply doing what you can to create a life for yourself that's full of passion and, once again, contentment, happiness, and less anxiety, less stress. To pull from the Find Your Happy deck for our lovely Libras. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have? I always love doing Libra readings. Take it. Oh, my anxiety is not based on reality. And we were just talking about anxiety. There's a reason why I just brought that up. And so it feels like this is just a great reminder that any of those times in the past when you got the sense of anxiety, or even if it does pop up throughout towards the end of the week, more so, or maybe in the beginning. But either way, just remember that these thoughts, that way of viewing things, it's not reality. And I think that's something that kind of clicks this week, and you're like, wow, that is true. You know, it was just my thoughts that were getting out of control. And so once again, it's a week where you work on that habit for yourself to take better advantage of what's ahead, and then take it one day at a time. One day at a time, Libra. You are great at thinking about and looking at things from a larger scale, the bigger picture. But it's a week where you need to kind of just take it day by day. There's a lot of changes, a lot happening. You're continuing to evolve and take things to the next level as you sort of accept nothing less than what you deserve once again. So just take it one day at a time. All right, my lovely Libras. I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.